Sup YouTube, XAQ23 here, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, shout out to all the brothers and sisters in the Lions Den boxing community. Shout out to all of them for their Smoke City Modcast last night. The whole panel was just fire from start to finish, man. I truly love it. But I want to get to this video. As you guys see, I'm going to talk some MMA with Anderson Silva. Now, as Anderson Silva, he will be ready to fight November 2018, since his 1 year suspension is up. But just to give you my thoughts on Anderson Silva, I used to consider Anderson Silva one of my favorite fighters. To me, he was the Black Bruce Lee MMA. And this man had the goods, you know. He would just take on all comers, you know. As we all know, when Anderson Silva went undefeated for 11 years, when he won the middleweight champion back in 2005, when he beat Rich Franklin not once but twice. And Anderson Silva was undefeated for like 11 years. Everybody knew who this man was. He was getting endorsements deal from Nike, from Burger King. I mean, this man was on top of the world. But as we all know, going into UFC 162, when basically his age starts to catch up to him, when Chris Weidman put him out, basically ending Anderson Silva's 11-year undefeated streak in the UFC. You know, a lot of people were saying, "Oh well, Anderson Silva should just retire and et cetera, and go away." But then he was granted a rematch in UFC 168, where basically when he was going into that fight to secure a really nasty leg injury. And a lot of people were paying for this guy to retire just after that scary injury. But Anderson Silva, basically, what he did was that he was out for a year, and basically he came back at UFC 183. Now, this is where it really did hurt me a lot about Anderson Silva, because like I said, he was considered one of my favorite fighters, and he was the greatest of all time. But until Anderson Silva, when he fought Nick Diaz at UFC 183, he basically tested positive for steroids. Now, technically, that hurt me a lot to hear somebody who I really respect a lot tested positive for steroids. And Anderson Silva, you know, he went in and he denied it, and it just made him look bad. So he got a 1 year suspension, and he came back, took a couple more fights, then he tested positive again for another steroid test, and that's where I said, you know what, it's time for me to cut ties with Anderson Silva, because like I said, at the end of the day, I don't respect any fighter that cheats, you know what I mean? And the thing that it really does piss me off too is, though, I hate when fighters deny it as well, because basically it makes you look bad, you know. So, but then now we actually know Anderson Silva was going to be back at November 2018. He's going to be back to fight. You know, and he's been talking about how he lost a lot of credibility and all this stuff. Well, Anderson Silva, you basically destroyed your own credibility, because, like I said, you are responsible for what you put in your body, you know. So, like I said, for me, I just think nobody don't care if Anderson Silva comes back to fight. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, at the end of the day, this man is a liar and cheater. And I truly lost a lot of respect for this man a lot, because like I said, I used to always tune in to watch this man fight, but now I just don't care about him coming back to fight. But I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this guy, because like I said, really nobody doesn't care what he does now, because like I said, at the end of the day, when they look at Anderson Silva, he's just a cheater, just like everybody else. You guys tell me what you think. I am out.